Good evening, hello, and thank you again for taking your seats and joining us. I'm Blake Osner. I'm the board chair of Jasmine and longtime volunteer with Jasmine. Thank you so much for following the Dancing Queens to your seats. We appreciate that. We're excited to bring you a brief program, brief being the optimum word because that's what Cindy wanted, brief programming. Thank you. I hope you've been enjoying the delicious food and the signature cocktails, also Cindy's favorites and choices, and a stroll through our rooms of Jasmine's house. As I mentioned, dessert will be served at the food stations following this part of the evening. It's really yummy, so stay around for that and have some fun. The bar is closed during this presentation, but will reopen immediately when we're through. We made Jasmine's house the theme of tonight's event because back in the day, before Jasmine was widely known, before we had a campus, a staff of 25, or even a sign on our door, young people told Cindy that they didn't really want signs up on our place because they could be outed if someone saw them coming in. It could create difficulty for them, and even could be dangerous at some times. So when they would come for peer-to-peer sessions, HIV testing, or just to hang out in a safe space, they would tell family and friends they were going to Jasmine's house. Let that sink in for a moment. We've come a long way. Tonight we honor all of those young people who have come through Jasmine, everyone who has volunteered, been on the board, the Community Trustee Council, or the Properties Board, all of our community partners, and everyone who has ever given anything to our effort. And we honor Cindy Watson for bringing us all together and keeping us focused on what was truly important. Now, I'd like to welcome some folks up to the stage with me. So Tina and Bruce, if you want to make your way on up here. Chairing Jasmine Board is an honor and a privilege, and I'm pleased tonight to share that all but one of our past chairs and present are here with us to celebrate both Jasmine and Cindy's remarkable tenure. And actually, until last night, all of us were going to be here, but one individual, Kelly James, has gotten ill and is not able to be with us. But this includes Chet Wilkinson, Jasmine's first chair. Chet was sitting right back here somewhere. Thank you, Chet. Jimmy Madette, Jasmine's first alumnus chair. Jimmy, where are you out there? I know I saw you, Jimmy. And Edie Castro, Jasmine's longest serving chair. Edie. Now, joining me on the stage are our recent past chairs, Bruce Musser and Tina Worth. And also in our audience are many current and past Jasmine board members, all of whom have given countless hours and had the pleasure of working with Cindy. Give them all a round of applause. Now, what makes a great community leader? What makes a great CEO? Well, there are a lot of special qualities that do. And my friends here are going to give us some examples from their own experience in serving with Cindy. But we want all of you to participate as well. So we're going to say a little catchphrase that has the words great CEO in it. And we want you to join us in saying great CEO every time we say it. So let's practice now. Great CEO. Okay? Here we go. You guys ready?
We're ready.
We're ready.
We're
okay.
ready.
So, you know you have worked with a great CEO
when they motivate you and the board to do better, all while making you think it was your idea. Cindy has set an impeccable tone for nonprofit governance, what it looks like, and it has had a ripple effect across the whole sector. So, you know you've worked with a great CEO
when they make you feel the same passion and commitment to the organization that they feel. It was clear from my first interaction with Cindy how much Jasmine meant to her, and her optimism is contagious. You know you worked with a great CEO
when they are a master at reframing just about any situation, no matter how grim or unlikely. Cindy can find a silver lining and an opportunity in every situation and turn it around and always make Jasmine shine. You know you're working with a great CEO
when she gives you the great news that she's found money to fund an important program at Jasmine, but she just needs your help to get it out of the people's pockets. You know you've worked with a great CEO
when they appreciate alternative points of view. This one's particularly pointed from Kelly, and ideas on how to do things right. Cindy was always so generous in giving credit to the board and those around her. So, you know you've worked with the great CEO. This is the big one, because I think this one impacts everybody in the room. When you see how deep her commitment is to social justice, that she's made everyone in her life carry water for her, for the cause of Jasmine and the community. Cindy's wife, her children, her family, her friends, and neighbors have all been soldiers in her army. In just a second, who has done something in this room because Cindy Watson asked them to? There you are. And you know you've worked with a great CEO.
when you see in her the instincts of an entrepreneur and the heart of a social worker. Cindy is the total package and has always met the needs of the community and reminds us that love always wins. You know you're working with a great CEO
when she has deservedly won numerous awards, including the recent announcement as a Jacksonville Business Journal 2023 Woman of Influence. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to our stage the great CEO herself, Cindy Watson!
It's all yours.
Do I need to touch it? Okay. Wow, I can't see anybody here, but it's so great to be with you. Oh my gosh. What?
Can I do this for the photographer?
Yeah. Thank you. What a wonderful surprise, and what a wonderful evening. It's so great to be with you all. 30 years. Look at what we've done together. This is amazing. It really is amazing. And all the sweet memories and the photos and the videos, I'm really a little bit speechless. But I do want to say a few things. First, I want to say thank you. Because I wouldn't be here tonight at all without this community that surrounds Jasmine. And I'm very, very grateful for each person who's here. There's some really top of the list folks like my wife Garnet, the First Lady of Jasmine. And who's been there from the very beginning. My family and friends, many of you are here tonight from throughout my life and my career. That's really sweet. The marvelous leadership and staff at Jasmine, especially the folks like Emily, Dan, Loretta, Corey, Karen, deep in my heart, these people. And so many fabulous board members over the years, and especially the longtime champions for Jasmine. You know who you are. You've given so many hours. You've given so much to this organization, and that is the wind under my wings. And then last but not least, all of the hundreds, thousands of LGBTQ plus teens and young adults who've been the core of the organization. The heart, the spirit, the fight, and the inspiration. I'm extremely grateful for all of that, for all of you. So look at what we've done together. We've created safe space for LGBTQ plus young people. Vulnerable but vibrant, experiencing challenges but also filled with aspirations. It's been a real joy to see folks in the early days come to leadership and to being a part of the organization. You know, the safe space started with the boardrooms at the Willow Branch Library. We went to Russell Street for the first little Jasmine House, and then eventually to the Jasmine House on the Peninsula Place campus. So look what we have done together. We've united with many, many folks in this city to raise the need for legal protections against discrimination in our city. It took us several years, and you were all a part of that, but together we changed Jacksonville and made a positive impact for young people in the process. You know, our team has fought for LGBTQ inclusion in schools, in community agencies, and service systems in the city. And that's a lot for us to be proud of. But today we also have to continue to fight the statewide assault on these hard-won rights, and especially the attacks on transgender young people. So we have to continue to unite against the force that really, I think, wants to diminish us and destroy the community. But look at what we've done together. We created that beautiful campus of 300-year-old buildings where teens and young adults find that safe place to be all they can be and fight the barriers and challenges that are imposed on their lives. You know, the creative, the dedicated, loving staff, the strong leadership, the champions around the city, these are all so much a part of sustaining and making Jasmine the strong organization it is. Powerful, innovative, and with the resources and strength to move us forward for years ahead. So when Garnet and I first came to Jacksonville in 1992, to tell you the truth, I didn't like Jacksonville. I kind of hated it here. I had been doing progressive work in Vermont for a few years, and landing in Jacksonville just seemed so hard. It was hard to find people with an open view of LGBTQ people. Or a sense of how to be an affirming and inclusive community. I knew I wanted to make positive social change in my life, and it took me a while to figure out that Jacksonville was actually a great place to be with that vision. Because I began to see that there was so much opportunity, there were so many things that needed to be done, there was so much work to do, and so I just dove in wanting to make a difference. And right about the time I was figuring that out, I got this call from a small group of young people and a few adults who wanted to start this organization called Jasmine. This was 1994. And I said yes. It was one of the smartest things I ever did. I said yes, I want to help. And look at what we've done together. Tonight we celebrate the past 30 years at Jasmine, and we celebrate my role at facilitating, at guiding, at cheering us on. You know, my father used to challenge my brother Steve and I to activate our bulldog tenacity and our intestinal fortitude. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, so I was raised on that, and I guess that helped me stay the course and never give up on the vision of making positive change in Jacksonville. But what has always guided me, always, my own North Star, is the community that surrounds this work. First, the passion and clarity and energy of young people, always the place for me to start. And then the encouragement and support from my family and friends. And also the willingness for so many, many adults to step up and say, yes, I can help. Let me join that fight. Let me be a part of making safe space for young people. And let me be a part of making a city that will welcome all of us. So this community, all of you, makes us stronger than ever and fortified by you, by your commitment, by all of our willingness to say yes and to stand up. That is what is going to take us from this moment to the next 30 years. And I'm super excited to be here and to see that happen, and very grateful for the opportunity to have served in this way. So look what we've done together. It's wonderful. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Cindy. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I know that you're probably crying right now. I'm glad I wore my waterproof mascara, but we're going to move along here. We have more fun for you tonight. And if you were at our 25th anniversary about 5 years ago, you'll remember the glow rings. Remember the glow rings you got? Everybody loved those glow rings. Well, they are back. We've got the glow rings again, and you know, if you were there, you know how you get those. So our volunteers are out and about with the glow rings, and they're going to be handing those out. So right now, we're going to move. We're going to help share our foundation for Jasmine's next 30 years and really shore that up. You know how this works. Pick up your phone and text "Thanks Cindy" to 707070. It'll come up here on the screen in a moment. And let's get the giving party going. Here it is, over here. All right, so you're going to text "Thanks Cindy" to 707070. There are instructions on your table as well. And up here on the screen, you can see how we're going to be doing. As it comes up on the screen, we'll see the totals as they go. Our goal this evening is $15,000 for Jasmine's programs for teens and young adults. Bruce Buster's going to come up here on the stage and help me out as we walk our way through and up that scale to $15,000. We can do it right here in this room. And when you give a gift, you get a glow ring. So let's light this room up with those glow rings. The last 30 years have showed us that our community support has increased even while we were seeing policy trying to bring us down. Jasmine is here, and we need to be here, especially in the current climate, to do HIV testing, mental health, counseling, and housing care coordination. We need to be here for the families who want the support for their young people and for the community partners who need resources when they work with our young people in other ways as well. What do you think, Bruce?
I think it's great, I think it's easy, and I think it's needed. So whip out your phones and text 707070. Thanks, Cindy, to give tonight. Thank you, Alicia. I see Alicia's made a gift already.
Yay,
Shout out for Alicia. Thank you. Bring that lady a ring that is as bright as her smile.
You want those glow rings? Come on, folks. Donate, donate. Tina, are you on? Tina Worth is out in the audience working it for you guys. She's going to help us out. You want a ring? Give in. Give. Text "Thanks Cindy" to
Text to give
707070.
to help support housing resources for at-risk youth.
Maybe you want to give a gift as a tribute to our guest of honor, Cindy Watson. You heard her speak. It's really all of your support and your help that has made this happen for 30 years. So give a gift in honor of Cindy.
I'm coming, Barbara.
Give a gift to have a dance with Cindy on the dance floor tonight.
That's a good one. If you're an ally and when you give a gift to honor someone you love who identifies as LGBTQ, that's another great way to get. I'm seeing the room light up. You see all the rings out there, Bruce? Looking good. Let's light this ring. It's going to make the dance floor very festive.
Right. It's a beautiful crowd.
Yay, Edie. And Richard. And Mary, thank you. Lewis and Billy, thank y'all very much.
Thank you, friends, for making this happen, and please help us. Thank you in advance for helping us reach this goal tonight. $15,000 to support Jasmine's progress and Jasmine's care and service to the LGBTQI plus communities.
If you didn't know, Jasmine does public health work. It is a state-certified HIV counseling and testing site. In 2023, Jasmine completed, are you ready for this? 407 HIV tests and had a 100% rate of connection to care for positive results in our clinic. So not only are we testing young people and getting them the help they need, we're connecting them for all wraparound service in the community.
Let's do an impromptu.
Jasmine's approach is not solely intervention, but prevention. Jasmine was one of the first organizations to help folks have PrEP to prevent the transmission of HIV.
If you don't know this already,
5,000.
Is that a whole table?
5,000, Blake.
Oh, all right.
We're a third of the way there, but we have a long way to go.
Awesome. Jasmine provides outreach, connection to food, showers, the cyber center, and temporary financial assistance to more than 200 young people experiencing homelessness or unstable housing in 2023. If you remember when COVID forced us all into our home, can you imagine being an LGBTQ young person that was forced into a home where perhaps they were not accepted, not loved?
10,000.
Wow, 10,000. Awesome. So Jasmine steps into those instances and helps these folks get housing when they have no housing or unstable housing.
Jasmine creates a safe place for at-risk youth to drop in, have a relaxing and safe place to do laundry, have a warm meal, have access to the internet. These services are not offered by anybody else from our population.
Hey, guess what?
John,
Thank you, Kristen Doolittle.
Maggie, David,
Folks,
Thank you, David Rinsler.
Richmond.
if you're getting the wrong donation link, who's getting a link for animals?
Oh, you
Uh-oh.
filthy animals.
They're doing it correctly and they're getting a link to donate to animals. We love animals. But that's
Good,
what
we
Farmer
love
Barrett
animals.
is here for. Raise your hands and keep them raised. We'll go ahead, if we can get pen and paper, we'll just take down your name and number and your intention.
We'll take cash,
Keep trying. We'll take cash.
checks, RVs,
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, no, not Bitcoin, not Bitcoin. Jewelry, vacation homes,
Loretta?
anything you'd like to throw in the pot. So text Thanks Cindy to 707070.
70, 70, 70.
Yeah, it's working for a lot of people, so keep trying. I see a lot of rings out there. Y'all look fantastic.
You guys look
Oh,
beautiful.
Elise, that's going to be a beautiful picture. I want a Christmas card with that picture on it. Oh, look at y'all. So cute.
Thank you, Laura Crooks.
So hard. I love it. I love it. Remember, your gift connects all diversity, equity, and inclusion aspects of Jasmine. We cannot do this work alone. Jasmine engages more than 200 advocacy partnerships to promote equal rights for young people. I've seen a lot of folks out there representing the other nonprofits. I know the community foundation's represented. I know Leadership Jacksonville's here. I know several of our other housing partners are here. We're really glad you're here. 53% of all of those served at Jasmine are people of color. This is a human rights work as well as public health work as well as social justice.
Who needs help? I can fix you. I'd have
Each
a
and every
fix.
one of us is an agent for change and an agent for social justice. Tonight you get to
Linking
do
is
that when you
beautiful.
text 707070. Thanks, Cindy.
If you
Thank
use
you.
the QR code, you're going to get right through.
QR code. Use the QR code that's on your table or on the program that you were giving out. Thanks all the folks on the Stephen, Adrienne. Oh, thank you so much. And then she had us on the Buzz Jacksonville the other day. Did you see our presentation? Thank you, Adrienne. Liz, thank you.
Imagine a little queer organization being, for 30 years we've been here. Nobody would have thought in 1994 that this is possible, that this room full of people would be here 30 years later for this cause. Hopefully 30 years from now, we do have a different cause.
Yes, right. We're at 13,455. Come on, folks. Get those rings.
Make them shine.
I see lots of rings out there. Use that QR code on your table if you can. We'll add up those nickels and dimes you're throwing in the pot, too.
There's a QR code on your table, or maybe a friend could bring you a QR code. My handsome husband brought me this.
I also want to just say on behalf of the board of Jasmine, Bruce and I really want to thank you so much for being here and for all of your gifts, not only tonight, but throughout the year. It makes a huge difference. We really appreciate it. 14,555. We are so close, folks. Dessert is just around the corner. The bar will reopen if that's motivation for anyone.
The dance floor will open.
If you're ready for another gin gimlet, get your phone out with your credit card.
We want to dance Cindy's feet off tonight.
That's right. And get ready to dance. Woo! Cindy's ready to dance. I know Garnet is. 14755. We're so close. Come on, folks. You can do it. You can do it. I see lots of rings out there. Y'all are looking good. Call your friends. Call your neighbors. Call your enemies. Call those folks that owe you money. Give them the QR code. That's where do they send it? Oh my God, we're over! All right. You guys rock, we love you.
Thank you, we love you.
Amazing. The DJ's gonna get started on the dance floor. The bar is open. What? Woohoo! Oh, we're gonna dance our way over to the dance floor.
Let's see those rings.
Let me see your rings. Show us your rings.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, that's a beautiful sight. That's a beautiful sight. All right, folks, you guys rock it. The bar is open. Dessert served. Go see the rooms.